What is a decent team now?
Okay, let's say you got Jose Calderon at point. I'm just calling out names. You got so they need a 2. Let's just say they have a player that's like
who gonna be your 4?
I ain't gonna say. Let me get through. So you got a 2. Let's just say you get a player that's like average. Let's just say you get JJ Redick at the 2.
Okay.
Then your 3 and your 4, you got LeBron, you got Kawhi. You can put LeBron at the 4 because you don't.
Who gonna be your 5?
Your 5, you can get what's his name? Dwight Howard. You don't need. You got 2 of the top 3 players. Whomever. You can get what's his name? Jamal Crawford. You can get D Rose. All them guys from Minnesota. That's
okay, we talking about a Golden State team with 3-4 All-Stars, well-oiled, very unselfish.
And in 3 of the 4 games, it was like in 2 of the 4 games it was close with just LeBron.
Yeah, and who ended up still winning?
Golden State, but they didn't blow them out. So imagine LeBron with Kawhi.
They didn't blow them out. They beat them by 20-something in game 4.
I said in 2 games they didn't blow them out. 2 games were close. Game 1 and game 3 were close.
Basically all the series were close until like down the stretch. That was the key.
Kawhi.
The third and fourth quarters, which is their championship quarters.
Yeah, but you add Kawhi Leonard. Defensively, you improve so much because LeBron not really playing defense because he got to spend too much energy.
2 players, even 2 players of that caliber is not beating that Golden State team.
So let me ask you a question.
They're not beating that team.
Just those 2 players or 2 players, period?
I'm saying they got to have the right represent help. That's what I'm saying.
So let me ask you a question. The Lakers, the Shaq and Kobe Lakers, they can't beat this Golden State with 2 Hall of Fame players and everybody else that's like they average. Because they didn't have a third player who was like all-star caliber. They just had 2 great players and that's it.
Well, they had a well-oiled team too, and they were good defensively. And they were very disciplined defensively too.
Yeah, okay, I give you that. An average team, like you just a bunch of LeBron like playing with veterans anyway, so they're gonna be disciplined.
They were like a top defensive team.
But they didn't have like that third guy that was like, oh, he jumped up. Nah.
But see, when you got Shaq is 2 people anyway, because that's Shaq.
That's what I'm saying about LeBron.
But they're not Shaq, and that's not Shaq and Kobe.
Well, LeBron better.
Shaq is dominant Shaq at the time. He made it for 2 people.
LeBron better than Shaq.
Okay. That's a lie.
Okay.
I think that's a lie for me.
Oh, man, you don't know basketball, bro.
Okay.
Who would you rather draft, LeBron James or Shaquille O'Neal?
I don't.
Thank you.
I forgot Shaquille O'Neal.
I mean, when Shaq in his prime, dominant Shaq, they won 3.
So the first Bulls 3-peat, Jordan and Pippen.
Oh.
You don't think those were 2 players and everybody else average would beat this Golden State team because they well-known machine?
That Bulls team,
bro, they kill them.
That Bulls team.
Okay.
That Bulls
team.
So
what I'm saying is 2 players. You just don't think these 2 players can be.
No, it's not. It's more than just 2 players. They have to be. See, this is what you not forget. This is what you fail to realize. That Bulls team, besides the length of Michael and Scotty,
yeah,
they had length in other areas too.
Who?
What do you mean who?
Who?
Who? Like what do you mean to? They were lengthy defensively. They were lengthy, they were tough.
They were tough defensively.
I mean,
I'll give you that.
I mean,
they full court press. What LeBron and Kawhi? Why can't you do that? You can full court press with
what system?
Throw them out there. No, seriously.
What system?
Okay,
and they had Phil.
LeBron. Who was LeBron?
And they had Phil.
What system LeBron played in? That was a great system, and he won like an all-time great system.
But they wouldn't beat that Golden State team. They wouldn't beat that.
Because
those Bulls teams,
beat Golden State team.
Those Bulls teams and those Lakers teams had a great system, had great players, and they had Phil. And you said this. You say this to me all the time.
I'll give you that.
Oh, Kobe he had Phil. Yeah, he had Phil. So
But LeBron,
so you don't think Phil? So you don't think if you gave Phil Jackson the requisite pieces around Kawhi and LeBron, then you get a coach like Phil, yeah. Then I'll say, yeah.
He won with Tyronn.
Yeah, but one time.
But he won though, so it can be done.
One time.
It can be done.
My stimulus package by the NBA.
What's his name? Getting. But it can be done. Like, this Golden State team, they're a great team, but I don't think they're like top. Last year, I'll give you that, but this year Golden State team, man, they probably,
like I said,
they're not a top 5 all time.
Two people alone ain't gonna beat that team.
I think Kawhi and LeBron could take them out. Yeah, I think it would be a sweep actually.
Yeah, you talking too much now.
I'll give Golden State a game because they never faced that level of defense.
I'll give Kawhi them 2 games at the most.
Kevin Durant can't get off against Kawhi Leonard.
I'll give him 2 games at the most.
Who's gonna stick Kawhi?
Who's gonna stick Clay? Who's gonna sit Steph?
Who's Klay Thompson?
Who's gonna sit Steph? Who's gonna sit Clay? Who's gonna stick those guys? Who's gonna be your backcourt to hold those guys up? LeBron can't keep switching on and off. He got to run offense.
That's why you got Kawhi there. Here you go.
That's why you got Kawhi?
Yeah.
What is Kawhi gonna do?
Offensively?
So he's just gonna ISO the whole game?
All you need to do is switch.
So all you're gonna do is ISO the whole game.
The finals is all switching.
So that's gonna be Golden State ISO and Kawhi all game.
It damn near beat with Houston. What do you think they did? ISO.
And guess what? It got them home.
Okay, but
Golden State said, okay, let's go back to being Golden State.
So James Harden
and they kept blowing them out in those quarters.
They're not Kawhi Leonard. They're not even the same category as Kawhi Leonard.
Bruh, 2 people ain't beating that Golden State team. They're just not.
One person almost beat that Golden State team. They're just not. Okay. LeBron James and what's his name? Kyrie Irving. 2 people. They said, hey, cut it all out. Granted, it was before KD got there. But they came back 3-1.
And what happened when KD got there? That's what I'm saying.
They lost.
They didn't just lose, they lost in the gentleman's sweep. They got gentleman swept.
But if you take out Kyrie Irving and put in Kawhi is a much better all-around basketball player than Kyrie. Kyrie don't give you defense. If you can shut KD down, that's it. Like, that's Golden State.
Okay.
Steph Curry set the record for 3-pointers, and then the next game went 1 for something. That's the guy you banking on?
Yeah, you talking about 1 game. Steph Curry basically.
The finals only 7 games.
Steph Curry basically he balled out the game with the exception of game 3. He balled out the whole series with the exception of game 3.
But KD's the most important player though.
Yeah, we know KD's the best player, but who's the engine of that team is Steph Curry.
I disagree with that.
Everyone knows that.
KD.
It's Steph Curry.
KD.
If Steph Curry gets rolling and they get rolling, that's it.
All you gotta do is stop KD.
Bro, they went 15-1 down the stretch when KD was out. With Steph.
All you do is stop KD.
With Steph last year.
I'm talking about going forward now.
When last year, when KD got out, when he got hurt in that Washington game, and Steph was like, okay, all right, now I can really take back the reins. What happened?
Regular season.
And then it just got swept. They got fortunate. They insert him in close down to the finals. That's what happened.
I'm talking about playoffs. You're talking about regular season.
I'm talking regular season and playoffs. That's what got them ready.
Who won Finals MVP this past time?
Like I said.
Kevin Durant. Who won Finals MVP the year before that?
Like I said. Then I just got through saying, who's the best player on Golden State? It's KD. Who's the engine of the team? That's a whole nother question. It's Steph Curry.
I'll let Steph Curry shoot.
That's a whole nother question.
I'll let him shoot.
When Steph Curry gets going, that's it. When he gets going, that's it.
He can get going. He gonna get going for 1 or 2 games. Weather the storm.
1 or 2 games?
This
3 games. He balled out 3 games. What are you talking about?
Balled out?
Yes, he only had 1 bad game.
He had 1 terrible game.
He only had 1 bad game.
He had 1 terrible game.
He had 1 bad game.
He had
1 bad game. 1.
Let me finish.
1.
He had 1 terrible game.
1. What happened game 1?
He was all right game 1. He was good.
He had 29-6. He had 29-9-6.
But who won the game for? It was KD who won the game. KD is their closer.
Who won what game?
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is more important than Steph Curry.
Bruh, they won that game because of Steph Curry. KD had a bad game 1.
He put up like 20-something.
But he had a bad game 1 for he shot 8 for 22. What are you talking about?
And
8 for 22.
And LeBron went off for 51 in that game.
And guess what? How did they still win? Because the heroics of Steph Curry.
Because what's his name?
Because
J.R. Smith.
Because the heroics of Steph Curry and the garbage stupid time of J.R. Smith.
The fact that Kevin Durant had a bad game and it was close, and Kevin Durant has a good game, it's not even close. Like, it's forget about it.
Bruh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Kevin Durant, I can let Steph Curry get off, and I'm still in the game.
No, you're not.
Because he goes in spurts.
No, you're not.
He's like a streaky. He's not streaky, but his runs are in spurts.
So what happened in game 2?
He had an all-time great game.
He had all-time great game 1 and 2.
Not all-time. 29-6-6 is all-time great.
He had 29-9-6. What are you talking
That's
about?
not all-time great, bro.
He had 29 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds.
That's all-time great?
Bro, they could not do nothing with him.
So, if that's all-time great.
They could not do nothing with him. What did George Hill do to stop him? What did they do to stop him? It was basically LeBron versus Steph Curry.
So let me ask you.
The whole game.
If 29-9-6 is all-time great, what's LeBron's 51? If you saying that 29, think about all-time great. It's a great game, but all-time great game?
Bruh, it was basically that. They basically was a flashback from the 2016 finals.
You didn't answer my question.
That's what that was.
So what was 51 points then?
I said that was an all-time great game by LeBron.
They 51 points compared to 29-96. Which one is all-time great?
Bruh, their all-time great game, his all-time great game and his all-time great is 2 different things. Steph having an all-time great game is different from LeBron having an all-time great game.
I can't give Steph I give him a great game. All-time great, like up there with the you're not gonna remember 29-96. You're gonna remember 51 points. That's all-time great.
Because that's LeBron.
My point exactly.
Because you still not hearing me. My point exactly. LeBron's all-time great game is totally different from Steph Curry's all-time great game. Bruh, if Steph Curry's let's just say for the sake of argument, let me ask you a question. Why did Golden State eventually beat Houston? It wasn't because of KD.
Kevin Durant.
No.
Kevin Durant.
No.
They had no answer for Kevin Durant.
No.
And let me pull up some stats.
You don't have to pull up stats. I saw the game. I saw the series.
I saw the series too. Let me pull up some stats.
I don't want no stats. I don't want no stats.
You don't want
I don't want no
You
stats.
don't want proof.
I don't need proof. I have the proof already. I saw the series.
So what did KD average in that series?
I saw the series.
What did KD do?
I saw the series.
So
I saw the series.
So you said
when they went isolation, KD, and they fed into Houston, who was what they were saying? Y'all feed into Houston's game plan. That's Houston's game plan. That's not Golden State. But when they went back and said, okay, we got to roll through Steph. We got to get the ball moving, backdoor cuts. We got to do that. KD, we're gonna let KD get his down the stretch. That was the ultimate difference. It was Steph Curry. So when Steph Curry got going, that was it. How you think they ended up blowing him out with 41 in that game 3?
So it was Steph Curry or was it the team?
It was Steph Curry along with the team. Because when he gets going, they get going.
So
because you got to remember, he don't hold the ball in his hands.
No, he doesn't. But who's their closer? That's the most important. If the game is tight, if the game is close, you're going to get the ball to Steph Curry, you're going to get the ball to Kevin Durant.
Pick your poison.
I'll let Steph shoot. Because in that 2016 finals, the game 7, what was he down the stretch? Behind the back passes going into the stands. You got Clay over there looking at him like this. He trying to shake slow-footed, this is Kevin Love. Kevin Love put that D on him. Just the top. Nah, give me a 7-footer who can score. Who can shoot over everybody.
Okay, I'm going to throw this at you.
Yeah.
So why he ain't get it done in that game 7 against Golden State?
Now that's unexplainable.
Huh? It's your boy now, KD.
That is my boy. Oh, you mean he played with Westbrook?
Yeah.
Westbrook?
If KD was this, if
Westbrook.
KD,
Okay.
oh, now it's Westbrook. Now it's Westbrook. Well, now it's Westbrook. Now it's Westbrook. Now it's Westbrook. Bro, when KD made the move to go to Golden State, this man was sitting right here ridiculing KD. And I said, no.
I still ridicule
I said, no, they didn't win because of Russell Westbrook. Now, when I flip it back on him and say, oh, why didn't he get it in that game 7? He playing Russell Westbrook. And I've been saying that. So now
I told you that
Westbrook
Westbrook shot him out the game and was they. You
didn't say that. You said KD never showed up. You said, what was KD? I said, bro.
He was hiding too.
I said, bro. What did Russell Westbrook do? Russell Westbrook not lost in that game. You blamed it all on KD because everybody. You said everybody called him the best player. Everybody called him the best player.
He's the best player on the court.
So when I asked you about this one, now it's on Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, hold on to the ball. You got KD. He can't pass the ball to himself. He over there like, hey, give me the ball. He on the sideline. He might as well be sitting on the bench. Because you got Westbrook.
Hey, like I said, I've been told you that. I said, bro, it wasn't even KD, it was Russell Westbrook.
But the point is, he didn't
when I ask you
ball
about
through the hoop.
now when I ask you about this question, now when I ask you about this, you blame Russell Westbrook.
But how is that relevant to what KD's doing? And he's balling.
He was balling in OKC.
And he's winning titles.
He was balling in OKC. Why didn't he get it done in that game 7? They had him on the ropes.
Yeah,
Everyone asked him this. Everyone asked this question. You had Golden State down 3-1. All you had to do was win one game.
All you had to do was win a quarter.
You had Golden State down 3-1. Had him on the ropes, choking. I don't know.
The same reason why Steph Curry was up 3-1 and choked.
So why?
But Draymond, they blame it on Draymond getting suspended.
But Steph Curry's not in the same class as KD, right? He's not in the same class as KD, right?
I didn't say that. I just said that Kevin Durant was your closer. I said you can let Steph Curry because the way he plays the game. I didn't say his talent wasn't in the same category. He just gonna shoot threes. He miss. Kevin Durant is mid range. He take more efficient shots. Steph Curry's not in that LeBron. No game Steph Curry can do compared to LeBron's game.
I got a question. Y'all got 17 minutes. Y'all know that?
We going back and forth on this one because I ain't got enough on this one.
Like I said, you don't have to let up a goddamn thing. You still not answering my goddamn question. So why are you blaming Russell Westbrook now?
I'm blaming both of them.
Why are you blaming him now? When I said before then, I said, bruh, they didn't get it done because Russell Westbrook kept shooting them out the game. You said it's the unreliability of Kevin Durant. I said, bruh, Russell Westbrook has a lot of culpability in this. He's the point guard. I said Kevin Durant can't pass the ball to himself. When I kept bringing up all the turnovers Russell Westbrook, all the boneheaded stuff he used to do in games. I said, bruh, Russell Westbrook has a lot of culpability in this. It ain't just KD.
I'm about to ice on.
You blame it on.
But KD's still the best player on the team, so ultimately.
But I answered that already. I said KD is the best player on Golden State, but Steph is the engine. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that.
They can win the title without.
Even Chris Broussard said that.
Man, I don't care what Chris Broussard
said. Even Chris Broussard said that. I'm like,
you take Kevin Durant off that team, and you make it LeBron versus Steph Curry for a full 7-game series. Oh, then that's. Matter of fact, if Kevin Durant wasn't on last year's team, and you got Kyrie and LeBron James both going off, I don't think they win that series. KD made it. The year before that, LeBron James came back from a 1-3 deficit. They get KD, they get gentleman swept. That's all I'm saying. Like, look at how much of an impact KD. Like, you can literally get the ball to him because you can't always. Oh, we're gonna move the ball down the stretch. We don't have time to do that. Just get the ball. Kevin Durant.
Like I say, when they went ISO, KD, his butts nearly got kicked out of the goddamn series against Houston. till they said, okay, we gotta go back to our identity. Who makes us go? What makes us go? It's not Kevin Durant. It's not Kevin Durant.
So what did he?
It's not Kevin Durant. Did they win the title before Kevin Durant got there?
They did.
Exactly. Did they win one without him? Exactly.
They won one without him.
Exactly.
They also
exactly.
blew a 3-1 lead without him.
Yeah, but they still won one without him. That was the year after that.
So the year.
By the way, that was the year after that.
So the year before they beat Cleveland, right? When Cleveland was up 2-1.
Yep.
And then what happened the year after that?
We already know what happened to that.
And then what happened when they got Kevin Durant?
We already know what happened to that.
They went from blowing a 3-1 lead to gentleman sweeping, all because you got this guy Kevin Durant.
Because now you went from having 3 All-Stars to 4.
You went from having.
Now what if you get, just for example, what if you get Westbrook, LeBron, and Kawhi? I mean, that's lockdown with Golden State.
Golden State, they might get 90 points. They might average 90 points that game.
Yeah,
But it would have to be. Nah, but Westbrook not gonna run the point.
If Westbrook and LeBron don't get into it, because LeBron gonna have to rein them in.
Oh, yeah. LeBron say this is my team.
LeBron gonna have to rein them in.
Yeah. LeBron up here, Westbrook.
Yeah, but we know Westbrook's mentality.
But if they got together, from a talent perspective,
Now, talent wise, now that's
Golden
different
State
story.
soft.
You was
That's
going
a
for
different story.
Cleveland?
That's a different
Like,
story.
in the,
I'm going for basketball. I just don't like Kevin Durant on Golden State. It's too much. Like he to me, he's soft with going to Golden State. Personally, I like the way they play basketball. It's just sports is about competition, not maybe just win the title the easy way. That's like you joining a group in school. Oh, they get an A. I ain't really gotta, do too. You just hop on them.
Some would say LeBron did the same thing in theory. So, just
In
saying.
principle,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
I'm not calling it the same thing exactly, but in principle,
it's the same thing.
that's what some would
But
say.
at least LeBron,
I mean, just
he came
saying.
back from a 3-1 deficit. So to me, all that kind of got erased.
None of them is getting erased because it's still in the record books. You still go back and see it. It's
Hey,
still in the record books.
That whole Dallas meltdown, people forget about that. Like,
Not Skip Bayless.
Nah,
Now
he
people
a
along with Skip Bayless.
he a hater.
people along with him don't forget
He a
that.
hater.
Because if you think of that, people right in this car will think of that.
I remember it, but it's like, damn, he did come back from the
But I mean, I understand what you're saying, but hey, I'm not the one. I ain't criticizing LeBron today. I ain't got nothing to say about LeBron. I ain't got nothing to say about LeBron.
Let's get on Kobe.
Like what can I say about LeBron?
Let's get on Kobe.
I don't. What's to get on Kobe? He's retired.
Who do you think better, LeBron or Kobe?
you mean Kobe Bryant?
That's the only one I know.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
What you think?
I gotta go Kobe.
Why?
Kobe better all-time player than LeBron.
You think he's a better basketball player?
What do you think?
Yeah.
So if you was
Kobe
a GM of a team,
or LeBron
you would
James?
pick
Which
Kobe
one?
over
Kobe
LeBron
Bryant
James.
or LeBron James? Which one?
Okay.
Leave in the comments. Like and subscribe.
What are you asking me for? You already know what I'm gonna say.
He gonna say
For
Kobe.
the record.
Nah, you already know what I'm gonna say. We've been through this over and over.
Say
We
it.
don't have to keep it.
They wanna know.
For the record.
You already know what my stance is on that. I told you this countless of times.
Yeah, but it's for the camera. Only on camera.
I mean, in terms of, like I said, you gotta give it to LeBron because of all the stuff he can do.
Mhm.
But skill, like pure skill, Kobe. Closing, Kobe. Now, who's good at now this is one thing I can give LeBron, if you allow me to. I can give LeBron now. LeBron he's like one of the only players that can take I don't even know what you would call that 017, but he's one of the only players that I saw in my lifetime take a talentless offensive team to the finals. And I'm only speaking on that 07 series because
Besides AI.
I think when they put too much on it when they said this Cavs team is just as garbage as that one. Like, no.
Nah, that team was
No.
trash.
The difference is offensively, this team was better than that team. Defensively, they went better than that team. That's the difference. But
The defense was terrible this year.
right, but that's what I'm saying. Like defense, like the only like the complete flip from those teams is defense and offense.
Mm-hmm.
This was the best defensive-less team
Right.
he took to the finals.
Right.
That was the best offensive-less
Yeah.
defensive team he took to the finals. Now, like I said, that's what my stance is on LeBron. Because, like I said, I'm a little different because I saw LeBron give my favorite team, my only favorite team in the league, the Heat, great 4 years. So I gotta be real with that. That's why when I say mixed emotions, I'm mixed emotions because he did give my team some of the best 4 years.
He gave his prime. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, well, not all of his prime,
Not all of
because
his
he's
prime.
still.
Yeah. But he gave his the apex.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone knows my new LeBron is just.
Yeah, that's the best LeBron.
Like that LeBron, I still go back and watch that LeBron.
Yeah, that LeBron.
Like
that's when he all right, I'm gonna lock down everybody.
The LeBron that dropped 45, 15, and 5 in Boston with that Venom look. Like, I don't care who I don't care what the hell around me. I'm killing all this.
It's funny you bring up 07. What was Kobe doing in 07? I got something right here.
I share that.
Yeah. What was Kobe doing in 07? He was the best player on the planet at that point. Most people say that.
You even said it at that point. So what you mean, most people?
I didn't say I wasn't saying that. I'm saying most people say he was the best player on the planet.
Yeah. So, but don't act like you ain't say it either. You said it too.
I'm just saying most people.
So you said it too, right?
Yeah, I said it.
Okay. This is what's the word I'm looking for? This is the hypocrisy I got to deal with this man. Kobe, your favorite player, but you so quick to criticize him and bring up his downfalls and what he didn't do, whereas you don't put LeBron in that regard, but you so quick to put LeBron up here. And as if LeBron don't have no
on
flaws.
the ceiling.
He's not my favorite player. Like I don't get excited watching LeBron. Kobe is more.
Yeah, but you should be quick to point out Kobe's flaws.
Just
Real
because
quick.
I like to see him play doesn't mean that he's a perfect player.
Real quick. No one's perfect.
Kobe, for all his hard work and so-called Mamba mentality, you would think this guy got 7 titles, 7 Finals MVPs, with 7 MVPs. Check his resume. How many MVPs Kobe got? Know that. You might have been in elementary school when he won. Maybe. I don't even know if he was born later. He's won. He's a 5-time champ. Can't take that away from him. 2 times he won Finals MVP. Twice. I mean, LeBron's won 3 titles, and 3 times he's won Finals MVP. So every time he wins, he's the main reason.
Yeah, and
Shaq.
LeBron has 6 losses in the finals too.
Yeah, he has 6 losses.
And Kobe only has 2 losses in the finals.
He has 2.
So
He has 2.
I mean,
if I played with Shaq, I would win 3 in a row too.
I mean, but what I'm saying is, what's your point?
So my point is that when Kobe goes to the finals, only twice has he been the best player. Every time LeBron goes to the finals, no matter if it's 3, 4, 5, every time he wins, he's the reason. Kobe's only been the reason 2 times.
And you looking for a debate from where? From who?
I'm just saying, we saying that Kobe Bryant better, like, he has Shaq. He won because of Shaq.
Shaq won because of him.
You may make that argument.
You know, maybe make the argument. It's facts.
Shaq,
What did he do in Orlando?
nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing, but he didn't win. But also Shaq wasn't in his prime in Orlando.
They knocked out Michael in 1 year.
He did. Hey, but that was a young Shaq.
Hey, no, these are facts.
That was a young
These
Shaq.
are facts.
That was a young Shaq.
These are facts.
When
I'm not bringing up nothing but Kobe. You trying to spark up the debate? Like I said, I already gave it to LeBron. I already said as far as and you can, and I can call and tell you this. I always say, as far as overall all around play, you got to give it to LeBron because of all what he can do, no question. But as far as for the mentality, and everyone says this, everyone I talk to, even people that love LeBron, that says this. As far as the mentality, it's Kobe Bryant.
What mentality does Kobe Bryant have? I'm just gonna shoot my team out the game. That's mentality. Because I want to take every shot. That's basketball, or that's 1-on-1. We playing 21.
Let's see. That
We playing 5-on-5.
That mentality got him more than multiple all defensive teams, more than multiple titles. He's a multiple finals MVP.
That's somebody calling.
Hello?
He's on. That's what that is.
Yes, you may. Speaking. I'm pretty sure of it. 11:30? Okay. All right. I thought it'd be on to that. No, that was fun. But
I mean, all I'm saying is that Kobe Bryant is great player. Everybody say he better than LeBron. Not everybody, but a lot of people say he better than LeBron. When Kobe had his own team, let's see what happened. He missed the playoffs. He got knocked out. You know he was up 3-1 before, right? And he let the Suns come back and beat him. Suns come back and beat him. He got knocked out again. He lost in the finals. He beat Orlando and he beat Boston. And that was it for Kobe. So Kobe kind of had to wait a little bit. You know,
what's your point?
he missed the playoffs. You know that more than half the league makes the playoffs, right? The NBA.
Yeah.
So it ain't hard.
Yeah, and LeBron missed the playoffs the first two seasons.
So Kobe Bryant was in his, eighth season? So close to his peak. LeBron was still young in the league.
No excuse. He still missed the playoffs. First two seasons. Still missed them.
In your prime, you missed the playoffs?
No, you still missed them.
Wait, in your prime?
You still missed them.
I don't think you compare the prime to...
Ain't nobody... I'm not comparing no prime or nothing. He still missed the playoffs first two seasons.
Context.
So what are you saying?
Context.
So what are you saying?
Context.
What are you saying?
So...
No one's arguing anything. We just letting you talk.
So, if I beat Legend in basketball...
Of course you can. I suck.
But then I beat Lamar. Is that the same? Would you view that as the same? Like, oh yeah, he beat Legend. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, context, right? Like, okay,
I mean, you're basically arguing nothing because no one is even.
I'm just the camera's going.
Like no one's even debating you on anything. Are you debating him on anything?
Because he know he got no stance.
I already said what I said. I said what I said, right, Devin? I think I made myself clear.
Who's the better scorer, Kobe or LeBron?
I see LeBron.
I don't know.
No, I'm gonna say
LeBron.
Kobe.
Kobe.
You know who averages more points per game than career?
I only watched one game of Kobe when he was watching it on his phone. That's only one game. Yeah.
Who do you think has a higher point per game average, LeBron or Kobe?
What do y'all
Look,
say?
this is LeBron.
Leave in chat. What do y'all say? Like and subscribe.
Who's the only player behind Wilt Chamberlain that have the score the highest points in a single game? Kobe Bryant, 81.
Oh, that one game?
He put up 81.
That one game? We talking about a career average.
He ain't put up 81. LeBron ain't put up 81 yet.
That's one game.
LeBron ain't put up 81 yet. He put up 62. He put up 50s. He put up 40s. He put up 81.
So we talking about one game versus
career
average? If that's what you want to, I don't think one game can go against a whole career. Who do you think missed the most shots ever in NBA history?
Out of what, too?
Anybody who missed the most shots in NBA history. Who would you say?
Gotta give it to a center.
They missed the most shots? It's actually Kobe Bryant. he's missed the most shots in NBA history. Kubrick.
And he's actually third all time ever in scoring.
He is third all time in
All
scoring.
time ever.
So what
Where's
does that tell you?
LeBron? Where's LeBron?
LeBron's not finished yet.
Where's LeBron?
LeBron's in the top 10.
Where's LeBron?
LeBron's like number 8.
Where's LeBron?
He just hasn't finished yet.
Where's LeBron?
I just told you he's in the top 10.
Is he gonna finish?
He's gonna surpass Kobe.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he?
Unless he gets hurt.
I don't know. I can't tell the future. Anything can happen from now.
I mean,
she was talking shit the day we had yesterday.
I see. But I mean,
So I don't know.
so he's third all time in scoring, but he's also missed the most shots. What does that tell you? He's inefficient. That tell you he just take up shots. Shot.
Still third all time in scoring.
I mean, if you take 100 shots,
I
you
mean,
about to make 40 points.
I mean, for a guy that's supposed to be not so good, and for a guy that's supposed to be not this and all that, I mean, he's got a pretty good resume.
Because nobody want to play with him.
I mean, he got a pretty good resume.
So he could take all those crazy shots. He wanted a Shakless team. He wanted to be the man just so he could take 100 shots.
He was the man. He got 2 finals MVPs and two finals along after he got those 3.
Oh,
So
you realize when the Lakers got Paul Gasol, that's when they won. Paul Gasol, who was an all-star.
he wasn't the reason they won, but okay, all right.
He wasn't the main reason.
All right.
He wasn't the main reason. I'm just saying,
So-
like they didn't win until they got. You know who Paul Gasol is?
So I mean,
You know who Paul Gasol is?
No.
Oh, you know.
I can poke holes in anybody's resume. How you want me to do it?
You know Paul Gasol's PER, which is efficiency, was right there with Kobe's in that first championship. So it wasn't like Kobe was drastically better than Paul Gasol.
In what?
PER and when they beat Orlando.
Are you?
His efficiency. I didn't say point efficiency.
It was no question Kobe was the best player. They had no answer.
Stats say otherwise.
But it was no answer for Kobe. It was no answer.
When you take 100 million shots,
The man
bound to score
averaged
30.
The man averaged 32, 7, and 5.
what was his field goal percentage?
He averaged 32, 7, and 5.
What was his field goal
Finals MVP for both.
What was his field goal
For
percentage?
both. Finals MVP. Like you said, Finals MVP with Kevin Durant. Remember he said Finals MVP with Kevin Durant? Finals MVP. Who was those 2?
Kevin Durant also shot like 50%.
So what? Finals MVP. Finals MVP.
The 2.
Kobe. Finals MVP.
Well, he's won 5 titles, but he's
2.
LeBron's won 3 and he's won 3.
Yeah, LeBron's won 3 and he lost 6. So what are you saying?
He gets there. Kobe Bryant wasn't even making the playoffs.
Yeah, but Kobe's 5 and 2 in finals. So what are you saying?
Kobe Bryant wasn't even making the playoffs at one point.
Kobe's 5 and 2 in finals. So
And he
what are you
blew a
saying?
3-1 lead.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that Kobe Bryant, you got to put a stacked team around Kobe Bryant. Or you got to put him with a great center.
Saul wasn't no great center. He was an all-star. He wasn't a great center.
I'm talking about Shaq.
The only center I give you is Shaq.
is Shaq.
But they will learn how to win together. So what are you saying?
You take Shaq off that team, they're a lottery team, by the way. They're a lottery team. You take Kobe off that team, they get to the playoffs. They don't win, but they get to the playoffs.
Okay. And like I said, I'm not debating none of this with you because I already said what I said. And I've always said this.
LeBron,
So
Kobe.
what's up, Evo? Yeah. No, tell her I didn't find it yet. Tell her I didn't find it yet. I'm gonna have to rewrite it over. Tell her I didn't find the list yet. I'm gonna have to rewrite it over. I said, tell her I did not find it. I have to rewrite it over. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay. Y'all not ready yet? No, I found the black and white book, but the list wasn't in there.
But the turtle was hot. Soup. Turtle soup.
What?
Oh, you talking about the
Turtle soup.
the names?
He said turtle soup.
Turtle soup. It's a big one too.
Yeah, I got the names. This is on the thing.
I'm gonna end the video right here.
Yes.
Yeah.